I'm gonna cut out like the beginning or something, or I'll just leave it in. I don't. Slow effort, you know.
Yeah, it is what it is. And then I want to hear about ghost hunting or lack thereof.
Oh yeah.
So basically, for this game, I went on Google, Yelp, Zillow, Booking.com, Apartments.com, and Travelocity, and I pulled a bunch of reviews. Some of them might be for Parkway Gardens Apartments Complex in Chicago, Illinois, better known as O Block. And the other reviews are for Extended Stay America that I booked in Dayton, Ohio, that we ended up not staying for the entire night.
Okay. All right.
So I figured maybe we could. Should I just do the? So these are quotes from reviews. Should I just go into these, or do you think we should explain like what our situation was?
Yeah. All right. So Paul and I went to Dayton, Ohio, to perform at Bricky's Comedy Club, and I think I got the rental car. So Paul was like, "I'm going to handle the hotel," and that's right? I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I was like, "Okay, cool," and we get there. I think we did a mic on Friday, and then we had a show on Saturday, and we get to this place at like, I don't know, 9, 10, something like it's nighttime. And it is like straight off the bat, there's like walking in, there was a lady who was just in a nightrobe watching like television in the like, I don't even know what you would call that. Like
I wouldn't call it a lobby, but they had like a TV and a sectional couch set up right in there, which baffling choice.
Yeah. All
Also,
right, so we go in, and immediately, like, as soon as you have to walk up these steps to get to this weird lounge area where this lady is just watching. I think she was watching like Maury or something.
Yeah, she made it though.
Yeah, and then like you walk around a corner, and when you walk around the corner, there was a guy just like smoking, and he was like cooking fish or something. And there was like no elevator, so you had to walk upstairs, walk around, and then walk down the stairs. And we get down the stairs, we get our stuff in the room. Paul's like, "I'm gonna hop in the shower real quick," and I'm like, "All right." And there's like arguments happening in the background. Like, not from us, just like you could hear like the neighbors and stuff. And when I get into a hotel room, I always flip that little lock on the top of the door that has like there's a pin and like a hoop kind of thing, and it like stops in case someone tries to open the door. It's like so housekeeping doesn't come in. Paul gets in the shower, and I'm like, I don't know, just on my phone or something. And then I like get up, and I'm like walking over there's a table on the other side of the closet, and the closet is next to the door. And I think I like was taking all the stuff out of my pockets because I was gonna take a shower after he took a shower. And someone just opened the door. Like I made sure it was locked, and they're like, "Hey!" and I was like, "Who are you?" And then they closed the door real quick, and then they ran away. And so someone had a key to our room. I don't know if it was.
It wasn't through the mechanical one. This was the electrical one that we had the door fully for.
Yeah, they had like the electric, like the key card. They had a key card to our room, which like, why would a hotel employee come in there? But also why would anyone come in there? Like, there's no, either way. So it was very like,
I felt so sketchy about giving the front desk my info because like if you remember when we were checking in, like when you check in at most hotels, they're like, okay, do you have a card? We can put it on and you're all set to go. The check-in process was just a guy with a post-it note that asked for my name, my email, my phone number, and then I handed like a credit card, and he like wrote the shit down, and it didn't go into any system. For all I know, he just like put it in his pocket. So like, I don't know if he was making his key cards or what, but it was certainly a sketchy thing from the jump. And yeah, so that was the introduction to the hotel.
Dude. And I was like, all right, we're gonna, Paul, thank you for trying. I'm gonna I'm gonna get a hotel room on the somewhere else. And I remember I was walking outside to like put my bag in the car, and there was a lady there with like a toddler. She was
Mhm.
like 3 years old, and this lady was like, "This is outside of a hotel in Ohio." All
I
right,
like
so
am.
yeah, and she's like smoking weed in front, like on the phone while the baby is just standing there. It's like too old to have a pacifier, but it has a pacifier. And like it doesn't have any toys. It's just standing in a parking lot with her mom while she's smoking weed. I was like, this is a lot. This is a lot to deal with right now.
Mhm. You had, to your credit, you had the next hotel booked before I got out of the bathroom.
I was just like, let me look into, and like the first place I found, I called and I was like, so how good is it over there? And the they were like, it's pretty nice. I mean, what are you what are you asking? I was like, no, I'm just seeing. All right, we'll be over there in a little bit. And yeah, so that was what was there's like a there's like a strip club that was right by there. That was
Oh
called
yeah, was it
Cheeks.
Cheeks? Cheeks, yeah.
Cheeks. So if you're in if you're in the greater Dayton, Ohio area and you need somewhere to stay at for the weekend that has like, great amenities like a strip club named Cheeks,
Mhm.
uh, check out the extended stay in Dayton.
So also the bathroom, very eco-conscious. One bar of soap, no other shampoo, no nothing, and they don't wash their washcloths every single time because there were two washcloths hanging on top of the mirror that were not put there by the staff. They were put there by whoever had occupied the room previously. Okay, so I have a few of these reviews here, and just there's four of them, and just guess which is it, extended stay or is it O Block in Chicago?
Okay. For those that don't know, O Block is where like King Von is from. That's where Chief Keef is from. Um, it's a gang-ridden war zone. All right. All right. Okay. What's the
And
first one?
okay, did not feel safe here. Wished I could afford to be somewhere else. Go O Block or extended stay America Dayton.
I mean, uh, it's got. I think it's extended stay.
Yay!
Okay.
You're one for one. All right, next review. Roaches, trash, constant weed smell, and rap music blasting at 2 a.m. Wanted to
Fuck.
ask them to stop, but didn't think it would be safe. O
Fuck.
Block or extended stay America Dayton.
Fuck. Oh man, this is a good one. O Block.
I'm sorry, that's extended stay America Dayton. All right, this one, it's a little tricky because we discussed it earlier, but it still could be either. People were sleeping in the lobby and everybody acted like it was normal. O Block or extended stay America Dayton.
I don't know if would there be a lobby in O Block?
Something to consider.
Would there be? Extended stay.
You are 2 for 3. Yes, yay.
Okay.
All right, final one. This one's a tricky one. I have some good memories here. Is that O Block or Extended Stay America Dayton?
What? Can you tell me the username of the person that wrote it?
The username would spoil it. You have to
It's
just
gonna be like O Block Tim or John from Dayton. It could be equally valid screen names.
good memories here. O Block or Extended Stay America Dayton?
Fuck. Where would you? I just don't think. I mean,
I'll give a hint. To be fair, in fairness and of the game, this one was not pulled from any of the review sites. This I found somewhere else.
okay.
I have some good memories here.
It's O Block.
That's right. It's Michelle Obama talking about growing up in O Block.
Oh my god.
Well, that's pretty good. You went 3 for 4, and I didn't. So I consider that a win. You're a winner of O Block versus Extended Stay America Dayton.
Thank you.
There
What do I?
were multiple reviews. I got the inspiration for this game because I was talking to my friend on the phone, telling him about my mistake with booking the wrong hotel, and I did it through Booking.com, and all the reviews were like decent. They must have sanitized it or something. But he Googled it online and he found a bunch of like these reviews, and multiple reviews said that like somebody had tried the doors. So we were not alone in that at all. That is just a thing that happens at the Extended Stay America in Dayton.
All right, so listeners of the show, if you want a discount on a hotel, actually, I wanted to break out our new sponsor. It is Extended Stay in Dayton, Ohio. If you go there and you show a gun when you get to the front desk, they will give you a room for free. You know what? If like most people just don't want to be around you, go to the cashier there, the what's the clerk,
Mhm.
and say, just talk to them for about a minute and a half, and they'll be like, this seems like a place for you.
You'll know it's the clerk because they're the one with all the post-it notes with your personal information on it.
If you've ever smoked weed in a parking lot with your toddler,
Dude, I
that
literally remember walking in and somebody, I don't even know if the room was empty or not, but like it was late at night and there was just a door propped open with like just rap music blaring out of it, almost like a college dorm room type of vibe where like somebody had fully made themselves at home. And that was kind of like our intro to the hotel a little bit.
man, it's so. I was rewatching the Trapler Ross documentary about King Von, and the first time I watched it, I was like, "Oh my gosh, King Von just like he did leave like a giant trail of evidence where he's like shot this guy, just shot a guy," and it would be like 1 minute after a murder,
Mhm.
and like going back and watching it again though, Trapler Ross is so confused by like you can tell that he's like a fan of rap music, but he doesn't really understand like slang because
Uh-huh.
he's like, ain't King Von says something like, uh, ain't ain't been out here in a while, getting kind of dry, which is obviously like it's a sexual innuendo,
Mhm.
and Traveler Ross goes like, this could either be a sign of what does he say? Perhaps talking about sex, but also maybe talking about murder. And it's like,
It's like you really cracked the code there.
yeah, I don't think that's, yeah, like,
He's referring to his metaphorical pussy.
yeah. Like, what? It feels like it's gone as a pussy. It's me, Traplo Ross.
Dude, I just saw this recently. There's a guy who I think just got called up to the Blue Jays, or he's in their minor league system, where he was just like apparently friends with like King Von and Chief Keef and all the like Chicago drill rappers. There's just this like one white boy in the background of like all like on stage and stuff, and then he just popped up in the Blue Jay system, and now he's like a pro player, and it's the weirdest crossover ever. I forget what his name was, but like there's videos of him like in AAA and stuff, and they're like, okay, an upcoming prospect, and then people like found that like 42 Doug and King Von and whatever, and everybody follows him, and they're like, huh, that's curious. And then there's just videos of him like jumping into the crowd at King Von shows.
I mean, he has to be good at baseball, though.
Yeah, he must be.
He's excellent first baseman, and also will go to war with the EBTs upon command.
He puts on this mitt for when to protect his fingers for when he's sliding for Vaughn.
Dude, I always thought it was so crazy that, like, okay, so the names of the gangs, right, are EBT and St. Louis, right, which just went by like EBT. And then the other one was Wild, Insane, Crazy, which went by Wick. And so EBT and Wick are warring, which are both food stamps that you can get.
Right.
Which, like, I tried to explain this to my dad one time, and he thought I was joking. He was like, "Oh, a lot of murders in Chicago," and I was like, "Yeah, it's like a big part of it is the EBT and Wick gang war." And he goes, "It's funny, man." And you know, like he just thinks that like he thought I was being mildly racist, but turns out I was just being, you know, pretty plain about it. That's unfortunate. Seems like you could have changed it. I guess they did at some point. But
hate government cheese, the most violent gang of all.
We're going to war over Velveeta.
There's murder in them there hills.
Velveeta is like it's just a monument to the sins of America.
Really is that powdered cheese? Is that like a cheese whiz?
No, dude, it's the block. It's like
right. Where you just like melt it, right?
Yeah, it's like if you took a loaf of American cheese and then pushed it into a box. And no, it's like hard cheese whiz, basically. Like it's not.
And you just melt it down and mix it until it's like mac and cheese.
It seems like something that you would like if there was a hole in your wall, I feel like you could use Velveeta and it would be fine. Like
it's like drywall replacement or something.
Yeah, basically, it's just putty.
Also, when you said what was it, Wild, Insane, Crazy or something?
That's what...
Okay, I just pictured like Steve Martin and his Wild and Crazy Guys, and I pictured that.
Two wild and crazy guys.
Oh no, here they come.
We got tight pants to conceal our blickies.
Who was the other wild and crazy guy? I know it was Steve Martin, and who was the other?
Is Dana Carvey? Wild and crazy guy.
Huh? It was King Von.
It was King Von. Yeah. Too wild and crazy guy. It looks like it was. Was this right? Jim Belushi?
Okay. I mean, that sounds right. I've never actually seen the sketches for real. Like, I've never watched them all the way through. I've only seen them like when it comes back or whatever.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dan Aykroyd.
Dan Aykroyd. Okay. Because he's still alive, I think.
I don't know.
It could be.
Depending on how the vodka business is going for him.
Depending on how the gang violence is going. But yeah, so overall, I think the reviews for O-Block were higher than Extended Stay America. Which
that's crazy.
I have a bad track. We were talking a little bit like a while ago about like bad places we've stayed at. Like I had a few where like it was once it was a halfway house in a church for the Memphis Comedy Festival where everything was like They said they had accommodations, and accommodations meant like there was a hallway off of this church that everything was padlocked in, and you go into this room and it was just like 10 triple-decker bunk beds, and then the next room over was like literally like a halfway house, and even like the toilet paper was locked down on lock and key, so I guess they just didn't want anybody selling anything. But then the other time I booked my own accommodations was for North Carolina Comedy Festival in Greensboro. I was pulling up from the airport in the Uber late at night. It was like 1 a.m, and there was a CSI van out front, and they were wheeling out a body, and like a bunch of people were like crying out front. There was this one lady crying. There was a bunch of staff there, and I was sitting in the lobby, and I asked like the front desk lady what was going on. She's like, "Oh, this guy, like 70 years old, came, and apparently he was cheating on his wife with a transgender prostitute, and he had a heart attack while they were having sex and died. And the wife found out all of this all in one go, that he was cheating and dead, and that's what was going on as we were pulling up in the Uber."
Cheating and dead and gay.
Yes.
Like,
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So all three of those things were new to her right in that moment. And,
well, I mean,
yeah.
at least like two, like the dead thing has to be new. Like, you know,
that's never like, oh yeah, he's been dead. True.
the
And
other
the
two
pulling up was like, "Is this you?" And I was like, yeah. And he got out of there so quick. But yeah, that place was so sketchy. They had like a landline phone in the fridge that I just found there in the mini fridge, and it made extended stay look decent. It really did, because there were no dead bodies at extended stay yet. You were telling me about like a potentially haunted Airbnb experience too. You had some fun there, but
oh
that's
my god.
yeah.
Yeah, so I was traveling across the country and I stopped in this place called I think it was called like Keys Rocks in Wyoming.
Mhm.
Hold on, let me look this up really quick. Keys Rocks. No. What the fuck? It was in Wyoming. I know that.
Uh-huh.
And it was like I got there at like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'd just been driving all day, and it was a house to myself.
Mhm.
And like I had no idea where any of the light switches were. I like walk in, there's like a room that's off to the right of the living room. And I like walk in there. I'm like, I'm dog tired. I take off my pants, put on my shorts. I like lay in the bed. And so if you walk in the room, to the left of the door that you walk in was a closet that had like those slatted, I don't know how to explain them. They're like slotted, like fixed blinds kind of. It's like
Right.
wood, but it's like, yeah, so I lay down, I close the door behind me because I don't know, just I always close the door behind me.
Mhm.
And I lay in the bed, and there's a closet, like I said, and the door, like it went, and squeaked all the way open, and I was like, all right, house is unlevel, and then it went, what? And it slammed shut, and as soon as it did, I jumped up, I turned the light on, I just put my clothes on. I was like, I don't know what the hell this is. I don't want any part of it. I'll
Mhm.
drive. I'm good. I don't need any coffee. I'm good to go.
And windows
And
all closed, no draft, no nothing, no pressure, whatever.
no, like everything was closed in the house. I don't like, how was a vacuum system there? And like when that happened, I was like, nope, it's a demon. I don't want any part of this. And I sent the Airbnb host a message, and I was like, your shit is haunted. And
Mhm.
then they like responded like 2 days later, and they were like, really? And I was like, pretty sure. Like 90, I'm not a ghost hunter. I don't know, like I don't have any qualifications for it, but like you got weird shit going on in there. So, fix it, burn it down. I don't know.
Burn some sage and throw it on the curtains and light it all on fire.
Yeah. We went ghost hunting this past weekend,
How
and
was that?
well, the worst part about going ghost hunting is that everybody who wants to go ghost hunting looks exactly like you think they look like in your head. uh, and like you're doing the thing, and it's interesting. Like it's pretty fun.
Mhm.
And then at the end, all the lights come back on, and then you're just in kind of a shitty house with weird people.
Right. You're just goths with spy gear at that point.
Yeah, and like they're like they're giving you like a tour of this place, and as they're giving you a tour, they're like talking, and they're like, and if you come in here when it's really quiet, you can hear sometimes the echoes of souls that were lost underneath your very feet. And you're like, oh wow, that's spooky. And then they immediately go like, so in 1928, Mr. Jefferson moved it, and it's like I wanted to be scared. I wanted to I wanted to shit my pants. And
Right.
you're
On that shit a little longer. It would be more of a ghosty experience.
yeah, kill somebody in here or something. Like
Yeah.
liven the place up.
What did you guys end up doing? Like, did you have any like gear for ghost hunting, or was it like more of a tour?
No, we had gear. So I have like a FLIR because I used to do like leak detection. I brought like a lapel mic to clip onto my collar. My wife had one as well, and then they gave us like these things that are like it tracks electromagnetic forces.
Uh-huh.
So it's supposed to be like it's supposed to help you find like wires in a wall or whatever. But it's supposed to be like if you see random spikes, that's supposed to be like paranormal activity or whatever. Which like given like I don't know, there was a lot of weird stuff that happened while I was there. Like the thing would like randomly go off, and I would get goosebumps, and then the thing would go off, and I'd be like, no, it's probably like a draft or something. You know, I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to be like dismissive about it, but um then we heard like this like we're all in one room, and they're like, hold on 1 second, I gotta get the presentation for this room, you know, whatever. And like the the tour goes silent. Okay. And when the tour goes silent, because we're all kind of just waiting for them to talk, we don't want to interrupt or whatever. We hear like a lady cough, like, and everybody's in one room at this point. And then like down the hall, we hear like a huh, like it, but we're like, what the fuck? You know, what is that? And turns out it was the ghost of King Vaughn.
May he rest in this whatever location this was. Dude, the urge to when things are dead silent, was the urge to let out a loud fart strong? Because that's what I would want to do in that situation.
Oh, of course, it was all consuming.
Just the temptation of haunting your ass.
Ooh, there's a spooky gas.
So did you stay in all night, or was it like an hour-long thing, or what was it?
It was like an hour and a half or something like that. They have like the option to like go back, you know, like do the thing on your own, which I may do instead of like with a tour group because, uh, you know, the tour group's fun because it's like a historic place and there's like a lot to learn about the property and that sort of thing. But like if I want a real like ghost hunting experience, I probably gotta like actually do ghost hunting. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I watched a lot of like that was my saving grace during COVID. My work from home lunch break was just Zach Baggins and the boys going on ghost adventures everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I liked like the older episodes of that were really really entertaining, and it was like they'd be like, and we played back this, and we heard a voice, but like in this one, like the new episodes, it's like there's a creak in the room, and they go, oh my god, like they just like scream immediately, and they're like, you know, like
they get more chill with it as time went on, but no, they like. I always loved how their evidence was like cameraman Aaron like filming his arm and being like, goosebumps, goosebumps, it's happening. And it
I
was
like there's that episode where they're first of all, they send Aaron to every bad spot. Like they're like, this is a room and it's full with spikes and bear traps, and you got to go in there in the dark. And Aaron, get in there. Like it's always that. And but there's one episode where they're like, and there's a dead. I think it was like a dead cow. I think there's a dead cow and it has a frog on it. And they go, there's a dead cow with a frog on it. And Aaron goes like, honestly, dude, that's not good. I don't know why, but like that stuck with me for so. Why would that, like, it's a dead cow, which is not good. I get that, but like, what is this a sign of? Like, what?
in Aaron's expert opinion, it's
Yeah.
bad news though. They did send him into like the shittiest spots where I remember one, it was like some old mining village where like miners had clashed with like the Native Americans of the area, and they were like, water really holds like the spirit world and whatever. And they sent him underwater in this place where they're like, yeah, where the settlers like killed Native Americans and threw them in their sacred pool. Aaron's gonna hang out here for an hour. We're just gonna see what happens. People have had like scratches on their bodies and stuff, and they're like, hang tight and just do that for us. And then we got an hour filming his Goosebumps.
People have been possessed here and they've been turned like dead and gay, but you can get in there.
And that is not a good sign.
Honestly, it's not a good sign because like he went in there and he was not gay, and then he came out and he was gay. No pun intended.
And there is our cameras cut out for like 15 minutes after Aaron came out of that room and we debriefed, and nothing happened. But you're gonna have to trust me on that. Our cameras came back on. Aaron was a little worse for wear. I felt great. The ectoplasm everywhere is like the whole South Park thing at that point.
Yeah, there's a ghost. I killed it. The idea of like ghost hunting in general, I have like a long stand-up bit about this, but it's very funny to me that no ghosts are ever racist. They're never like, they're like, and we're going to this is a haunted slave quarters. 15 slave masters died here. And yeah, so we're gonna try to communicate with them. And then they're just like, oh my god, the ghost said Sharon. Like it I have a feeling like those people, there's probably like a word that they really like to say that they would probably say before that, but whatever.
It wasn't me, it was the spirit box, I swear.
Yeah, they're never like racist. They never say that word. And for some reason, they all speak English. Every ghost speaks English.
Yeah. Is ghost hunting a thing they do in other countries? Like Europe, I feel like they have such older places that much worse shit happened. And you never meet like a Bulgarian ghost or something. I don't know.
Let's see. Where is ghost hunting most popular? Massachusetts.
Okay.
So, I guess in the world.
Did you? I've been seeing videos of like Salem, Massachusetts for like the whole month of October. It's just like shoulder to shoulder packed, just because a bunch of ladies got killed there a while ago.
Yeah, just because they like knew math or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, big deal. I guess they died or whatever. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, it's kind of like a global thing.
Okay.
It's mainly like Australia, UK, Japan has a lot of it.
Before you said Japan, it was all English speaking.
Well, I mean, nobody wants to deal with the Ring Kid. Wait, is it the? No, it's the Grudge.
The Grudge.
The Grudge, yeah. Where they make fun of him on
Scary Movie.
Yeah, they don't actually speak Japanese. They're just going like Datsun, Honda, Toyota. Like that's all he.
And then the subtitle at the bottom.
Yeah, very good. can't imagine. Oh wait, what did you say? What did you say a second ago? Before I
Oh,
can't.
something about like ghost hunting, how it's just like it was just English speaking countries, or
No, before that, you were saying something, and I answered the question about if it's like a worldwide thing. Shit.
oh, if like you said that like ghosts are they only speak English and that's suspicious, and
Yeah.
they're also not racist, which is suspicious.
Yeah.
Did, did you have a spirit box when you were
Oh
doing it?
no, you were talking about Salem.
Oh yeah, how it's like packed shoulder to shoulder just because like some ladies died and there's a it's gift shops and everything, which it kind of reminds me of an old like Louis C.K. bit where he was like talking about like he visited Auschwitz and how mind blowing it would be for the people in Auschwitz if he was like, in 80 years, there's going to be a gift shop here. People are going to buy tickets for this.
Which is, I mean, no offense to him, that is a very Jewish like train of thought to be like, they're gonna buy tickets.
I'm pumped. I'm seeing Louis in 2 weekends in DC.
Ooh.
I'm so excited. He's still my favorite. Even more so now.
Big fan of his latest work.
Hold still, Andrew.
the the idea of like the Salem witch trials has always been so funny to me because it like the test, none of them make sense. It's literally they just wanted to murder women. It's
Yeah.
like either we're gonna tie her to a fucking log and then hit her in the head with a brick and then light the log on fire. And if she lives, she's a witch.
Mm-hmm.
But that seems like kind of the opposite way that you would test for a witch.
Yeah.
You would want to kill the witch part, not the human
The
part.
lady. Apparently, like, did you ever hear of pressing? Like, some of these things are like super inventive. Like, one of them was just like a dunk tank that they just kept doing. Like, they'd tie a lady to like a almost like a backhoe type thing and just like keep doing this and be like, "Are you a witch? Are you a witch?" And it would just like dunk her in the water until she died. And then another one was like pressing, where they just like put you on a slab, put like a big piece of wood over top of you, and then just keep adding rocks and asking you to confess that you're a witch until you were smushed. And so there literally was no winning for these ladies, and now everybody goes every October, and it's a lot of fun.
The idea of the dunk tank is very funny to me. I hope that like as the lady who came out, she was like, "Nice shoes, idiot!" You know, like at the carnival.
She's a heckling like carnival barking.
Yeah, carnival worker. It was like, "Hey, fatso, why don't you try it?"
And they're like, "This fucking witch." They didn't even hate her before. They didn't even think she was. That's when the witch accusations started. I forget. I saw a video on like the history of the Salem witch trial. It literally was just like a personal vendetta amongst like Puritan ladies, where one of them was like, "You stole my husband because you're a witch," and the whole community was like, "Yep, yep, that's what we're doing."
I think, and I could be wrong, but wasn't it like there were midwives that had they were doing some kind of like a holistic abortive thing where like it was like giving them, let's say it's witch hazel, you know, for the sake of the joke. You know, they're like, here's some witch hazel, dude. And it was like helping them like abort babies. I thought that I read something about that. Maybe I'm wrong, but and they were like, yeah, only a witch would do something like that. Can you imagine just bringing like a 1700s peasant to, or like a 1700s city leader to like a Planned Parenthood? And like, oh my God.
At least there's good people outside protesting.
Who are these people? The Westboro Baptist Church. These guys are on the right side of history.
Good holy people.
Good holy people here from the church, Westboro. My cousin's from Westboro.
Is that in Massachusetts, or is that like somewhere in the middle of the country?
Westboro, I think. Hold on, Westboro.
It's in Salem. If it's in Salem, Massachusetts, I'll be very happy.
Oh, it's in Kansas.
Okay, damn.
Wait,
Well, they got to keep the witch population down in Kansas too, so that's good.
wait. I think there's a Westboro, Massachusetts. I could be wrong, but
I think there is. Yeah, that's what I was
yeah,
thinking.
there is. So they just see the sign, and it's spelled the same too. Like they just see the sign, and they go, "Oh, yeah."
You know how like some towns will have like First Baptist Church and Second Baptist Church? It must be a PR nightmare if you're like the second Westboro Baptist Church and you're just trying to run like a good like parish, and people are like, wait, you're the ones who protest the military. No, that's the first Westboro Baptist. We are raising money for a community center.
Also, it's very funny that they had like money to just like because it's like a small town in Kansas, and how are they getting the money to like go to all these funerals and like protest? Because they would just also like it for they're insane. Clearly, they're insane, but like the dedication to like talk your like groups of people into just like and that guy when the preacher died, they were like, please don't disrespect his dying piece of shit body. Don't come here, don't protest, don't you dare. And it's like I mean,
We're all gonna just gay soldiers are gonna make out at his funeral, and I hope you know that.
they turn it into like a pride kink event.
That would probably make them the angriest, honestly. What was their thing? Like, I know they hated like gay people, but like they also hated soldiers. I don't know what their beef was. Like normally it's like you hate one or the other, but like to hate soldiers and gay people is a confusing Venn diagram. Maybe I shouldn't put people in boxes. We can all hate whoever we want.
Freedom to hate.
You know, that was close-minded of me. We can there can be people out there who hate gay people and soldiers equally.
All right, so they hated.
There's a hate list.
Yeah. Yep. There's a list. So, okay. So, gay people, Jews, Muslim, transgender people, atheists, and then every other Christian denomination, which is insane.
So they
But
just
like, how do you run into like, are they on Reddit? How are they running into this many atheists where they're like, we need to put them on a list of things that we, oh my God, I did not know that is the website for Westboro Baptist Church. Oh my God.
what are you seeing?
Look it up. You're near a computer, right?
Yeah, am I gonna be put on a watch list?
Just look at the name of the church, like of the website.
Okay, 1 sec. I'm logging in.
Just look up Westboro Baptist Church website.
My computer's being slow. Is it something that? Okay, I'm in Westboro Baptist Church website name. Oh, okay.
I didn't expect that. I didn't even. That's why I couldn't get that domain registered.
They're registering that every year, I guess.
Also, in the synopsis of the website right here, I'm not going to say the word that it says, but I'll say everything else. Westboro Baptist Church of Topeka, Kansas. God hates F slur and all proud sinners. And then it just says Psalm 5:5. I am going to go ahead and guess.
Let's look up Psalm 5:5.
I'm just shot in the dark here. I'm going to guess that the F slur did not exist when the Bible was written.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't think it's in the Psalms anywhere.
Which psalm is that?
Psalm, Psalm 5:5. That's the first one.
What if it just says the word? This whole time, it's just said the word.
I think right after I typed in Westboro Baptist Church, I just typed in Psalm, and 5:5 was the first one that it auto-populated. So I'm definitely on a watch list now. The boastful shall not stand before your eyes. You hate all who do iniquity. Okay, so I guess that's their whole thing. Interesting. But yeah, I wasn't sure what lyrics we were about to see. If it was going to be like an old DMX song where you're like, oh, he said that on a record. But no, okay. So they're different from the Massachusetts one, which you can't be a Baptist in Westboro, Massachusetts, I guess, or else you're just going to be like, no, that's not our website. That's brutal.
Wow. They got multimedia. There's well, let's see what they have to say about COVID-19. I'm gonna bet that it's not.
Wait, before you play it, I'm gonna guess the first line. Believe the science. That's my guess. They're very pro-vaccine.
It's not. Okay, I guess it's like a written thing. The Lord has wrought many blessed judgments. I thought this was going to be funnier.
Turns out it's all facts.
They don't blame Jewish people at all. They don't blame like Reddit moderators. Nothing.
Oh, for the record, I said facts. F-A-C-T-S.
Write that paper out about how much we hate facts. And it's like God hate facts. God hates facts.com. If you're listening to this at home, I want you to look up the Westboro Baptist Church website. This could be a new slur, maybe. You're acting like a real Westboro Baptist Church homepage, right? They have an Instagram?
I'm pretty sure like most of that church is just I think it was like a Vice documentary years ago where it was like it's mostly just one family and one crazy lady, and like half of the church was like her kids, and it was like one of those like, oh, you have 13 kids, you're like one of those people who just churns them out. But like most of the kids I think are coming to their senses now and being like, oh yeah, we were like brainwashed or whatever to do that, and now we all love the military and same-sex marriage.
Just it's sad for the kids, but also like getting your 6-year-old to hold a sign that says that is, I mean,
you're pranking your kid for all their
it's a pretty good prank to be like, I got this picture of you.
Just blackmailing your 6-year-old.
Bet you wanna get your laundry downstairs now, don't you? I will tweet this. I have 7 followers.
Oh, like you're threatening them to do chores with blackmail?
Yes. Do they have a Twitter? I can only imagine. They do.
Tweets.
It is okay. It seems a little bit different. No, this is a parody account. I want real Westboro Baptist Church.
Dude, the hardest thing about finding reviews for O-Block was getting past all the parody reviews. Like, it has so many 5-star reviews just because people are like, a bunch of kind gentlemen were working security outside of my building. Fireworks shows every night. Never knew which direction to look, but I heard the fireworks. And just hundreds of 5-star reviews for these apartments.
They have.
Somebody takes those seriously and moves in.
This is just a picture of like a Christmas tree. Like this seems misleading. It's like a Christmas tree farm. Parkway Gardens. Parkway Gardens. Okay, there's 14 reviews. They have a 3.8 out of 5-star rating. Let's see what the 1-star.
The 1-stars seem to be the only non-joke ones.
Okay. I've lived here since I was 3. I'm now 15. I'm a part of O-Block Gang. I want to get it. I want to get out, but I got nowhere to go. If you ain't from here, don't come here. Please. It's not worth it. I'm stuck in the streets. Now I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm going to be in jail or dead. Yeah, that wasn't very funny. So great. Love it. Saw the ghost of King Von. I wonder why. Probably a hologram. Diddy was in my bathtub. Room 67. All right. That one seems real.
In-unit washer and dryer.
Lots of 5 stars. Lots of fireworks at night. Can be annoying at times, but the luxury makes up for it. Some fella named DeMarcus Wexford. Is that a person? DeMarcus Wexford was wondering about the size of my shoes the first day I moved in. I wonder if he will get me a new pair as a welcoming gift.
Yeah, so it was very hard to find real reviews.
I highly recommend coming here. Holy cow. Holy cow.
Holy cow.
You know all the gang members that say holy cow. This place is amazing. The groups of boys are always playing with Nerf guns and saying, and they say GDK and BD and Dave and fuck Wooski all the time. They're just joking around. Okay.
Glad we got to the bottom of that. They're just goofing.
For Andrew C. Stayed here and loved it. For some reason, there were holes in my window, but I think that was to help with air ventilation. Wonderful firework display, which the kids enjoyed. Security guards guarding the building made me feel very safe. My deaf friend asked where the bathroom was in sign language and was gunned down, but that's beside the point. There's a place for everyone here. 10 out of 10.
I wonder what the reviews for Cheeks are like.
Let's find out. Cheeks Dayton Club.
Gentlemen's Club.
Reviews. Testimonials. Hold on, they have testimonials.
From who?
Eric C.
Okay. Well, if Eric likes it, then I'm down.
Okay. Really large club. I was there before 8, so happy hour prices on beer was nice. And there, that is not the right there. That's not even spelled right for the wrong kind of there. A drink of the night was strawberry mojitos, which was only $6, and my date loved it. Laid back atmosphere, and the cheeseburgers were true half-pound sirloin that tasted terrific. Teresa fell in love with a dancer by the name of Nico. LOL. That is a testimonial. That is a... Okay, let's see what the actual reviews are. Is there any? Dayton Club review.
And while you're looking up that, I found a basketball player who plays for Dayton named Enoch Cheeks, and I'm gonna read you some of his accomplishments. Enoch Cheeks received preseason Atlantic 10 honors, named All Defensive Team on October 7th. Named A10 Player of the Week, December 2nd, and he was on the Commissioner's Honor Roll. So that's another Dayton Cheeks.
Okay, this one is had a really disappointing experience at Cheeks. The environment felt unprofessional. All right.
Is that it?
Well, the rest is just about racism.
Oh,
So the bouncer was rude and wouldn't let me in because he said I was acting weird. I went to a different club and had a good time. Okay. But it's so funny to like leave the club and then go to a different club and then still thinking about the first club and you're like, I'm gonna Google review.
writing a review while getting a lap dance at the other club. Dayton Cheeks. It's such a bold name, too. I can't believe they weren't professional.
Here's a 5-star.
Ooh.
Best place ever to work. Boss got me chicken nugs. 10 out of 10. And the dancers are all super hot.
Okay, so there's good workplace camaraderie there. And they don't skimp on the burgers. That's cool.
Oh my god, this is how many words is this? This has got to be, I mean, 1, 2, 3. This is like 5 paragraphs.
Wow. Somebody wrote their college essay on cheeks. Or are they a fan, or is this somebody who's enthusiastic through 5 paragraphs, or somebody who just had a terrible time? Probably with
It's 1 star. So take it from there.
Who do they think is like the authority that's going to be like, oh, I apologize, we'll work to be better at this strip club called Cheeks? Like, what change are you trying to affect in the world at that point?
Oh, this is okay. So this is the 1-star review from Gamer Chick with 2 Ks. You are not going to guess the direction that this goes.
Does it go in a direction that would suggest the Gamer Chick might be adding a 3rd K sometime soon?
We'll see. Little Miss Luna thought it would be funny to make a comment about my weight to my husband as we were about to purchase a lap dance from her. She looked drugged out of her mind. Aside from that, when we were treating to get drinks, there was another stripper, didn't get her name, with tattoos on her butt who had puked on herself and was wasted.
Unprofessional.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that Cheeks might not be the best place to go.
Hold on. They responded to this. Just talk to Luna, who is a thicker, voluptuous girl.
Checkmate.
And she stated she was complimenting you and that no one likes bones and skin. Seems backwards, but all right. She's definitely not drugged out due to the fact that she's an ERRN. Jesus Christ. She is a registered nurse in an emergency room and also a stripper. That is bananas. If anything, oh wait, she's ER and RN and non-union, so she faces routine drug testing. This just seems like oversharing.
That is way too detailed of like a response. Like,
I'll have you know that like her husband hits her. Like what? Oh my god, I gotta read. Okay. The guy's name, I think it looks like this is a guy. Daraji Dasalan. Yeah, this place has become the worst lately after they collect money at the door. The guards and the girls work together to give the worst customer service. Even though the girls are lying, they treat you like the customer is at fault. Never come to this place again.
The guards don't even dance. This guy has witnessed the decline of Cheeks because he's like, it's not as good as it used to be. The guards are in cahoots and everything. That's a shame.
The response from the owner, who is responding to everything, is aw, is the curry smelling lad that was grabby and couldn't pay for his dances. Ah, shucks, we're sure gonna miss you.
The owner, Say what you will about him, he stands up for his dancers. This is, you know, what would be a funny sketch is like an undercover boss episode at a strip club where he just has to give dances like, I can't believe you guys go through this day to day.
Just like like a big mustache, but like pasties on.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think I'm not really a strip club guy, but do people check the reviews before they go to a strip club?
I don't think they do. I think it's more of a spur of the moment type of extend the night thing, as opposed to like, oh, Yelp doesn't like it, I'm not gonna go get a lap dance.
It's kind of like crazy to me to first of all, the idea of like, yeah, let's go to the room, the sex room and get boners together. Yeah, like that
It is
conceptually, it's just not for me.
it is a wild concept.
But also to be like, I had such a bad time getting a boner. I'm gonna go. I'm 1 star out of 5. You're gonna I don't. You're gonna wait
I,
until Yelp hears about this.
I had such a bad time, I couldn't even get a boner with my friends.
I couldn't even.
Which is all I wanted. I'm getting married tomorrow. All I wanted was one last boner with my closest 6 guy friends.
All I wanted was to have a boner with my friends, and then I had a pretty bad time.
This was supposed to be my one last night of freedom, getting boners with a
It was
guy.
my one last friendship boner, and you guys are fucking ruining it.
On that note, I think we just hit an hour. Should we stop the recording?
Oh my gosh, hold on. Fix your times of you're not letting people in before your close time bullshit. The fucking punctuation on these people. You know what? I'm beginning to think that these people aren't scholars. These
No, some of them are ER nurses.
But, I mean, you give it up for her. She's working overtime, triple time, and she's not on drugs. I know that because I found that out.
To Luna, with her real name, probably.
Finding out from a Google review that someone goes through scheduled drug testing is insane.
That is such an overshare. That is great. She works at Dayton General Hospital.
Works the night shift, Wednesday through Saturday, every single week. And you're going to...
And it's crazy. They don't even have security there.
Yeah, and she drives a blue Honda.
License plate B15732.
License plate, fucking, also a stripper. That's what it says.
Here's a link to the air tag I put in her trunk.
All right, I think we reached the apex of our podcast. So thank you guys for watching, and goodbye. Until next time, leave me alone.